Alrighty folks, it is Diecastbuffet here again. Welcome back to our Nascar Diecast review. Today we have the 2022 Conor Daly Bitnile number 50 Chevrolet Camaro for the Money Team. That's literally their name, the Money Team. This is the second ever official 164 release for this team. And I want to say it's the first ever Conor Daly 164 for Nascar Diecast. Obviously a very I would say experienced IndyCar driver. He's bounced around a lot of teams and whatnot, but they've made multiple IndyCar diecasts for him. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this diecast out of the box. Alrighty folks, we're out of the good old box, and let's jump into this diecast review. What a cool looking paint scheme. Definitely unique. This is a 2022 diecast, and it was recently released, so you know it's kind of behind in terms of schedule, and even says coming 2023, so it just tells you how much this diecast was kind of put behind the 8-ball, but I'm actually really shocked it got made, so very fortunate for that. Of course, got this from our friends over there at Circle B Diecast. You can too. Sure, it's still in stock. Use promo code Diecastbuffet. You can save on shipping, guys, and pick up this diecast today. So you look over here to the hood of the car. It's Bitnile, which I want to say is a form of a Bitcoin or something. Coming 2023, the first global Bitcoin marketplace with a little QR code. Don't know if that works or not. Bitnile.com. I like when paint schemes have like a date on them, like, oh, you know, coming summer 2022 or whatever. I don't know. I like when cars have that because it just, I don't know, when you look back at these cars years and years and years from now, you're like, wow, that was, you know, that was something else. Just kind of nostalgic when you look at these things years and years from now, fellas. With number 50 there, Sunoco, and the Money Team logo right there. Looks pretty cool. The whole paint scheme concept is a dark blue, kind of a sky blue, and then, I don't know if you'd call it like a stale gold, but it's definitely kind of like that. It's like, I don't know, it's like a Purdue gold, like the college, you know, team Purdue or something. I don't know. Just kind of like a bronze goldy color. It's not metallic, which I wish it was. I think that would look really cool, like a metallic gold. I think that would have really popped. Obviously, you could tell they barely used any of the side pod here, which is unfortunate. They have this entire real estate space. They want to move the number up. They want to do all that Mickey Mouse, but they don't want to put logos that actually cover the whole side pod, which they could easily do. They don't. That's cool. So you've got ToddOlt.com, I think, right there. Get Pit Viper, whatever the biff that is, and whatever the biff that is. The paint scheme is pretty simple. I do like the Pit Viper car for Kaz Grala a lot more. Now, will this come into the NASCAR Authentics line? Probably not. I'd be shocked, considering it's 2022. It's Conor Daly. I don't know if it would really sell. But who knows? Who knows? We've been surprised before. They did make the Kaz Grala diecast in the NASCAR Authentics line. The Goodyear logo is clearly not centered right there. It's just, you know, a little bit wonky jog at the Conor Daly logo there. Chevrolet, D-Money Team, whatever the biff that is. Some other logos have no clue what they are. Cup Series, American Ethanol, go to the back end of the car. Now, this is a rookie diecast. You know, if you have your own diecast stop motion or diecast series, this would be a great alternate paint scheme you could have. You know, you could have Kaz Grala and Conor Daly, you know, have different starts during your diecast, you know, stop motion. I think that would add a lot of detail to it, or you could just simply have them run full-time in one of the paint schemes. I like to see that. Bitnile.com, Camaro, number 50, the Money Team. And it's also very, I wouldn't say very rare, but it's quite uncommon to get multiple diecast releases for one car, with one number from one season with different drivers, you know? Because usually the times when they have two drivers for one car, it's because someone's injured, and naturally they don't make diecast usually for that. Like, that would be like them making a Josh Berry diecast for 2023 and Chase Elliott's car. It's just not something they usually do. You think about last year with Kurt Busch being injured, you know, Bubba Wallace driving the 45 car, and Ty Gibbs and whatnot. So my point is that it's quite unusual to get the same car number from the same season with two different drivers. It's not something we see a lot. You go to the roof of the car, get the number 50 once again. I still wish this was gold. Like, if they would have done the same metallic gold that they did on, what's his face? Noah Gregson's 42 Sunseeker car, that would have looked really, really sharp. Got ToddAlt.com. Have no clue what in the world that is. Got Conor, or his last name right there, Daly, right there on the back windscreen. And then you got Singing Machine right there on the deck lid. So a whole bunch of random, very obscure sponsors. That's kind of one of the cool things about some of these open-wheel drivers. They bring on board so many different logos and sponsors to the stock car racing realm. And when they get a diecast made, I think the consumer wins. I think it's a very, very cool thing. But it is a 2022 diecast. This could be a mega sleeper because there's usually a handful of cars that get released very late. Like, I think the final the final Gen 6 diecast ever made, of course, they'll probably make a NASCAR Classics version down the line. But it was the Plan B Sales 32 car for Corey LaJoie. It was the purple one. That one got postponed multiple times. Inevitably, they finally made that car. It came out, I want to say, like mid-2022. That's how long it took for that car. It was it was late 2021 or early 2022, and it was a 2020 year diecast. So it took a astronomically long time in terms of the diecast universe. So you never know. You never know. And what happens is cars like this get everyone's attention. The brand new stuff. Everyone goes and they buy this stuff, which these are two unbelievably beautiful paint schemes, by the way. They go and buy those. And in cars like this, they usually sit around for a while. What inevitably happens, these get lower production quantities because people don't pre-order. Oh, it's a 2022. So it sits on the shelf a while. They don't make a lot of them, and then they go obscurely rare. And that's when, as a collector, you don't want to miss out. So even though it's not really, it's not flashy, it's not brand new, don't forget this car. Because years from now, it could be a pain in the butt to find. So I encourage you to go and get this car if you can. But I do think the paint scheme could have been better. I would have definitely liked to see a metallic gold. I think that would have definitely made this car pop more. And man, I mean, look at all this real estate on this car. I mean, come on, man. You gotta use the logo. At least put something there. They did the same thing they did with the Christopher Bell car, and I'll show it real quick because it's right here in my studio. Why? It's just, come on, man. And I'll show again. Look at that. The whole side pod. They got the bear can there. They got the Busch logo. It takes up the entire side panel of that diecast. That is how you take advantage of it. The only time you shouldn't have a logo in the quarter panel is when it's a underfunded team like this Mike Harmon diecast. That's acceptable. Come on, man. Thank you all so much for watching the video, guys. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It's Diecastbuffet, signing off.